It's hit from high. It's a deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bond stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Tap Room Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan. Stacks on stacks, lads. Joined, as always, with my guys, Mr. Big Ballin' Ben Larson.
Yes, sir.
And Swervin' Irvin Washington, rocking the Metallica tee. I like it. What is that, Justice for All?
Yeah, my favorite Metallica song is Enter Sandman.
Nice. So is
I'm
Virginia
one of
Tech.
the few people who thinks.
Nah, I'm just playing. It's not. My favorite Metallica song is I like Fade to Black, probably number 1, and then Sad But Surely number 2. Enter Sandman is top 5 though.
Fair enough. Ben, you were saying you think Metallica sucks. Yeah, your opinion doesn't.
I like Metallica. Yep, I'm one of the few.
Your opinion doesn't matter on this, so
that's fine.
We'll move on from
My
there.
other favorite Metallica song is Welcome to the Jungle.
That's
I mean,
Guns
yeah,
N'
they're all
Roses.
good songs. They're just it's not my favorite. And...
That's Guns N' Roses, Irv.
That's not Metallica, Ben. That's Guns N' Roses. Damn, how do you not like Metallica, Ben?
Yeah, one is like one of the greatest songs ever written, by the way. Come on, Benjamin.
Isn't he from the Bay Area too?
They are from the Bay Area, yes.
One of the greatest songs ever written is Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi.
All right, let's move on. Let's not talk music right now. What are we doing? All right, we are live. We are here Sunday evening, weekly recap and reaction show. We are being brought to you by Fantasia Sports, daily fantasy app. If you are in one of the legal states, make sure to use promo code TAPROOM Sports. Get some free plays. It's a cool app. We'll be putting out some videos and pics with the app very shortly, as soon as Ben gets settled in and stuff, because Ben and Irv are the only two that could use it in Taproom Sports, because AK and I, it's illegal, so we'll get their plays and picks on there for sure. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to the show tonight. Shout out, congratulations first of all to Victor Hovland winning the FedEx Tour Championship today. Just absolutely 2 weekends of absolute domination, man. Like, that guy is really proven to be one of the best golfers in the world. So I know we're not going to talk golf, so I just wanted to give a shout out to him real quick.
Didn't he win like an extra $5 million bonus or something like that?
Oh yeah, dude. The
$18 million bonus or something?
The money bonuses are like, even the guys fighting for like 3rd, 4th, 5th place, like, it's all meaningful because there's so much money involved, dude. Like, ever since the Live thing, and with Live and PGA making a collab per se, I'm wondering how it's gonna work out in the long run. So
he won by 5 strokes to collect an $18 million bonus.
Yep. I'm probably one of the few people though. I think the structure of the tournament is absolutely trash. Like, I hate the fact that they fucking they like go into the last tournament this weekend, and like they already have like strokes. Like, Scotty Scheffler started 10 under, right? Victor Hovland is right behind him, 9 under. So basically, if Victor Hovland, if he started even, him and Xander Schauffele basically tied.
Yeah.
Xander shouldn't go unnoticed. Dude had a phenomenal Sunday, dude. Like, he actually, there was a point, 15th hole, I thought there was a chance that Xander Schauffele might win the tournament. He was 3 back, but then, Hovland kind of took over again. But, man, what a great tournament. Very profitable golf season, so I'm looking forward to golf season next year for sure. AK scene, read the Twitter comments. I can't read any. I don't see any Twitter comments.
Dude, the top comment is Rob Manfred saying Steve Cohen will pay for destroying this franchise, this great franchise.
The Mets?
Yeah.
On our thing?
No. On that Talking Baseball, Pete Alonso is expected to be traded this upcoming offseason. Top comment from Rob Manfred. Steve Cohen will pay for destroying this great franchise.
I don't think that's really Rob Manfred.
I mean, it's checked, but
yeah, anyone could pay for
parody. There we go.
Anyone could pay for a check mark now.
That's true. $27.
Yeah, we'll talk about that shortly, though. We'll talk about that shortly. Ben, what are you sipping on tonight?
So I'm going from a what is it? Northwestern, one of the great Northwestern breweries. This is from Deschutes. So this is called King Crispy. It's the Pilsner. It is the winner of the Pilsner Fest by Bitburger Challenge. So Bitburger is a huge, one of the original pills. And for Deschutes to be, winning a pills competition, something you don't necessarily get too much out of the Pacific Northwest, is definitely huge. Great can art too.
Oh yeah,
it's a King. What is it? King Toaster, riding on a bicycle.
Nice.
Kicking ass. So it's a really good Pilsner, super crisp. Had a couple sips of it. 4.8%. I saw it. I had to do it.
I like it. I'm sipping on a Big Dog's Pale Ale. It's like my new favorite, like go-to. So nothing special, but it's good.
Big Dogs, is that out of?
It's out of Las Vegas.
Okay, so new local one for you, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not new technically. I've been drinking them a little bit, but yeah, man, they're good, dude. I like it.
Yeah,
it's good flavor and it's a good pale ale, man. It's local Vegas.
There we go.
So I'm all about it. Man, we have meaningful football back. College football week 1 or week 0. Irv, any takeaways from any of the games?
I was pretty impressed with Jacksonville State. First game as a Division I school. Handled a pretty decent team in UTEP.
They did not handle them, bro.
They could have ran away with that game. They definitely missed some good opportunities. The first half, it should have been at least 24-10 or 24-7 minimum.
Nah,
but
UTEP should have won that fucking game.
Hawaii, the Rainbow Warriors, got to put some respect on their names. They should. They covered. Did they win?
Nah, they should have won, dude.
They should have won. I know they had it close.
There was some fucking bullshit in that fucking game.
Yeah, Vanderbilt is terrible. They definitely not winning the SEC game.
Nope.
USC has to stop all the fucking rotating on defense. Offense is what I thought it would be. Zachariah Branch, they should just give him number 5 now.
They're retiring it though.
Yeah, I know but he could get permission from Reggie Bush to wear it. Reggie Bush can approve it because last year, Carson Palmer approved Jordan Addison wearing number 3, so it's kind of retired, but not technically. You just got to earn that number. But yeah, it was. I enjoyed week. San Diego State looked good outside of a couple of plays. But yeah, I enjoyed week 0. Now it's time to head towards week 1.
AK said
the quarterback threw the ball at the referee face. He was trying to do a left hand Mahomes pass.
AK said if the Texans lost on 52, oh yeah, AK almost called the perfect score on the USC game. That is true. He did say 52-24. He almost called the exact score, which is pretty fucking impressive. UTEP should have won that Jacksonville State game, for being completely honest. UTEP was the better team on the field. Final drive was some of the worst fucking play calling I've ever seen in my fucking entire life, dude. That was atrocious. I was high on UTEP. I even played them plus 2,500 to win the Conference USA. I could probably burn that ticket because there's no chance they win that fucking conference. So that was that. Hawaii did look really good, man. Braden Shager, him and Chevin Cordero from San Jose State, definitely the two best quarterbacks in that conference. But I think like Braden Shager, like that kid got a fucking arm, dude. And, like we knew that coming into this year. But Hawaii's offense just looked so much better. Like last year against Vanderbilt, like they couldn't move the ball at all. Like they were just getting physically dominated, but their offensive line was better. They were able to run the ball. Like they were just a better team this year. And like, bro, they should have won that game, bro. Vanderbilt's quarterback, his name's fucking slipped my head. Bro throws a ball and he's like a whole yard across the line of scrimmage, and they fucking said that he had a piece of his body behind the line of scrimmage. Like I don't know what piece of his body was behind. It was insane. And then obviously Hawaii led a kick return. You take those two plays back, and they probably end up winning that fucking game. But the point is that they were at Vanderbilt, and they probably should have won that game if you were watching it. So it's going to be very interesting this week. They got Stanford going to Hawaii, so we've already seen that line move towards Hawaii a lot in the last 24 hours. So
why would you? I'll bet that over. Because Hawaii can put up some points.
Hawaii definitely can score, dude. That is for sure. And they're not very good defensively. So there's also that.
The final score of that game gonna be 55, 52.
It's probably gonna be, yeah, it's definitely gonna be something. As far as USC goes, you know, everyone that follows me on Twitter had a fucking wild roller coaster ride last night. I was very disappointed with the first half, both offensively and defensively. I thought both phases were pretty trash. I thought the special teams was kind of trash. I thought it just wasn't a good half of football. One thing I did like about the defense was I do think the defensive front is a lot more physical this year than last year. My only complaints about USC's defense is that we kept making the same fucking mistakes as we did last year. Overly aggressive, no rush lane discipline, and we just like let 3rd and 22, we let Chevin Cordero fucking scramble around and get a first down, dude. That's just like, it can't happen, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's what killed us last year. Those same fucking things. And while, yes, there are guys being rotated in and some freshmen playing that are just getting experience, like, there's still zero excuses for that kind of shit. And, like, all offseason, everybody's talking about how bad your defense is and how the defense is going to let the team down, and that the reason why USC can't be in the college football playoff or win the Pac-12 is because of the defense. And you'd expect the defense to show up and shut everybody up, and they didn't. And to me, that is cause for concern. Obviously, they can get better. It's game 1. You know, it's fucking August. But in my opinion, Alex Grinch is not a good defensive coordinator, dude. And he is going to be the reason that's going to hold our team back, dude. It's going to hold USC back. And to me, that's a concern, dude. And I don't know what he has on Lincoln Riley, bro, but he got some kind of dirt, bro. He should have been fired after that Tulane game. Like, there's no reason he should be the defensive coordinator today. But that's here nor there. We'll figure all that out. Ready to get into the show. So we're going to talk some NFL. We're going to talk some Major League Baseball. We're going to, you know, got a lot going on in Major League Baseball. We had some news break. So I guess should we just start with Major League Baseball?
Do it.
AJ Swan. Thank you, AK. AJ Swan. That's the quarterback from Vanderbilt. Let's start with baseball. So Bob Nightingale, a few minutes ago before we came on air, says that Pete Alonso is going to get traded this offseason. Now, obviously, we know the Mets' downward spiral this year. I mean, huge underachievers. Honestly, I don't think it's a bad thing to trade Pete Alonso because you probably get max value for him right now. So it is probably doing their due diligence to at least shop him around, right? Do you guys think?
Well, they were shopping him at the trade deadline. I guess the deal was close.
With who?
But it didn't get worked out. I mean, I gotta look it up.
I mean, it's going to be a good move because the Mets are now, they're now a couple years out, and they've got a couple young guys that they can build off of. But this is not going to be a team, especially in a division with the Braves, that are going to compete every year. So yes, they can, they can't get a wild card position, but you're not going to be the Braves. You're not going to be the Dodgers. You've got the up and coming Diamondbacks. You've got San Diego, which should be better.
Yeah, but you can say the same thing for the Mets too, though. That you could say the same thing for the Mets that you say for the Padres. Like they should be better.
The Brewers,
they should be better.
Get them. They came close, but they didn't. They didn't figure it out. But the Brewers was this close to getting them at the trade deadline.
Damn, that's crazy, Irv. Because literally the first team that came to my mind when I retweeted that and I said I know a couple teams that could use him. The Brewers were the first ones in my head.
I think we definitely have to talk. CJ Stroud was just listed as the week 1 starter. We have to look at what happens with Ohtani now. Is he going to be out for a year? Because that was that's a big hit that you're now.
Well, he'll probably
still hitting well, but
he'll probably hit next year.
Yeah, not if he gets a TJ though.
Yeah, even if he last time he got TJ, he was out for like 2 months and then kept hitting. It's just he can't throw.
Yeah,
I think that's the thing is like, does Shohei decide maybe, hey, like, maybe I shouldn't pitch anymore, because that kind of changes everything. And when I was on with AK on Thursday, I was saying that like, if I'm Shohei, I'm probably saying like, hey, I'll take a 2-year deal, and come back in 2026 and pitch, and try to show that I could pitch and hit the free agent market again.
Yeah,
but
why would he do that when he's still gonna get a big ass contract this offseason?
So he can get a big 2-year contract.
It's not going to be as big after.
Well, a team knows what they're getting. So even if he is injured, and honestly, I don't think he should be a starter no more anyway, because we've seen him at his apex, and that pitching and hitting at that high of a level is not good for his arm, especially if he's a starter. Now, if he comes out the bullpen, a high leverage guy, should make him a closer, then I think he could pitch and hit for the rest of his career. But being a starter puts too much stress on his arm, and as far as, well, I wouldn't even say the hitting, it's just the pitching. He goes fucking 100-mile-an-hour fastball, 90 plus, 96, 97, 98 mile an hour sinker, along with a slider. I think he started throwing a cutter this year too, didn't he?
He throws like a slider cutter. It's like a similar type bite action, but he also throws a splitter, and splitters are,
Yeah, so honestly, I think he should like we said with Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper would have been better off signing a short-term deal, hitting the market again, and getting that other long-term deal to double dip. But I don't see, baseball players don't think about it like that. They go out, they get the biggest, longest deal possible for that long-term security. So
yeah, but the thing with
that could be a possibility, but I just don't see, until I see it happen, I don't think baseball players think like that.
The thing with Shohei though is you're talking like a $200 million hit in his contract. Like he was going to get projections anywhere from $500 to $600 million deal. Now you're talking he's going to get a deal like Aaron Judge if he like signs a long-term deal now. Now maybe he signs a long-term deal and he has like a 2-year opt-out, right? But that's the thing is like him and his team, they have to decide whether he's going to continue to pitch and stuff. And I think those are things that are going to need to be worked out, obviously, before he signs a contract. But I mean, he definitely lost some fucking money for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he probably lost at least 100, 150 million. I definitely think he still gets the biggest deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's going to be somewhere around Judge's.
Yeah. He's going to get more than Judge. I think he probably going to get at least 450, 500 million. At first, it was probably going to be 6.
There's no way he gets $500 million right now.
Yep.
0.01% chance. Because you don't know if he's going to pitch again. Right? And he's not as
definitely going to pitch.
If he's just a hitter,
just won't be a starter.
But we don't know that. We don't know. That's the thing. Is like you don't know.
I think that's
now if he doesn't require surgery, that'll be a good sign too, because they haven't determined that yet. So we'll see.
But he definitely lost money, bro. Because if you think about it, like as just a hitter, he's as good of a hitter as Aaron Judge. So like that's where his contract is gonna like match up. And Ohtani doesn't even play the field. So, and if he has Tommy John, then he can't play the field because he can't throw.
Yeah.
So you're literally just signing a DH. That definitely fucking cuts his contract down, and he'll have to just DH for, you know, a year and a half before he could pitch again. Which is why I think if he wants to pitch again, he's gonna have to take a short-term deal and get in the market again.
Yeah,
just makes sense.
You know, going back to Alonso though, I still think he's the number 2, you know, batter out there. So I think Alonso going to that, you know, that runner-up in the Ohtani sweepstakes, that's likely
Juan Soto is also a free agent, Ben.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think
I mean, if you're San Diego, you got to get that deal done. You gave up way too much for him. You got to get that deal done.
I don't even know if he wants to be in San Diego.
It's true.
Yeah, I think he might end up on those dog shit ass Yankees, and they still finish in last place next year.
Yep. Bro called out his teammates, and since he called out his teammates, he's been the worst player on the team, dude. Yeah. I don't know, dude. That team, there's going to be a documentary about the Padres this year, dude, in like 15 years, and it's going to be some great stuff. Whole team is just a fucking mitigated disaster, dude. But yeah, I mean, as far as Alonso goes, like, I definitely think after Juan Soto and Ohtani, like, he's definitely the best bat available. The problem is he plays first base, which is like, you know, not really a high. No one's always looking for a first baseman, right? And it's like the Brewers were the first team that came to my mind is because like they don't really have a good first baseman and they could use a consistent bat, right? So that's like a perfect like fit for, in my opinion. But I mean, there's obviously
right-handed bat at that.
Yeah, and there's obviously teams that are going to be involved with him for sure. Outside of that, like maybe the Blue Jays get involved, the Giants could get involved. The Diamondbacks, they got Christian Walker. He's having a career year, but you know maybe they get involved. The Reds could get involved. I just think there's a lot of different ways it could go. The Cubs, another team that could probably get involved. So that's gonna be interesting. Let's move over to the playoff races, though. So, a lot has gone on in the last week that we talked about all this. The Rangers continue to fucking lose every day. They are now not in first place, dude. This is a team that was 7.5 up in first place a month ago, dude. Now they are not in first place. Your boy called it on our show August 8th. I said, there's a good possibility the Rangers can miss the playoffs. And here they are. Might miss the playoffs, fellas.
Yeah, but you don't have, I mean, yes, Texas is 1-9 in their last 10, but the team to catch them is Toronto, who is 4-6 in their last 10.
Yeah, Toronto's a fucking mess, dude. AK loves the Toronto Blue Jays, by the way. He loves them.
So, got a crazy dog out there, sorry. Got that background noise going, and
who let the dogs
Boston
out?
Could be, yeah. Boston could be one of those.
Boston, they're like so good at home, and then they're like average on the road, and that is my concern with Boston. Like they just cannot string together a good win streak, dude. Like they just consistently fucking they'll win like 3 or 4 in a row, and then they'll lose 4 or 5 in a row.
Yeah.
I just don't trust them. I don't trust, like, the only team I really trust is Toronto, and I don't even trust them, dude. This team can't figure out how to fucking hit.
Yep.
Bro, it's like, this team's just a fucking mess. It's a disaster, dude.
Yeah.
And until Vlad, AK and I talked about this on Friday, like, this team is only going to go as far as Vlad takes them. And, like, Vlad Guerrero Jr. is supposed to be a generational type talent, and he's having a fucking dog shit year, dude. Like, he's not having a good year. And they need his bat because Bo Bichette has been a great player this year. Bo Bichette's been one of the best hitters in baseball. But aside from him, they don't have any consistency. Brandon Belt had a good couple months or a good couple weeks. Varsho had a good couple weeks. But it's like, and George Springer, I mean, that dude just, injuries have fucking absolutely regressed.
Robbed him.
Yep. He just hasn't been the same since that shoulder injury last year, dude. And so they need Vlad Guerrero Jr. to step up, dude. And, like, he needs to take some personal accountability. He needs to look in the mirror and say, like, this team fucking needs me, bro. Like, he has to figure it out, bro. He was supposed to be a generational hitter, dude. And like right now, we even talked about during the All-Star break. None of us picked him to make the All-Star team.
Mm-hmm.
Like that can't happen. For this team to go where they want to go, to the height that they can go, if Vlad Guerrero Jr. does not replicate what he did in 2021, this team has zero fucking chance of being that team.
Yeah.
And last year he had a down year, and a lot of people like myself, we picked the Blue Jays because we're like, oh, okay, there's no way Vlad Guerrero Jr. has 2 bad years back to back.
Yeah.
And here we are. Dude, Christian Walker's been better than Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, but I think the problem is that that whole team offense has been a struggle this year. I mean, you're talking about Springer, Merrifield,
but
Chapman.
A big reason why, Ben, is because it's gonna go how Vlad goes.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean, you're looking at Vlad, and he's the second best batter on that team, behind Bo Bichette.
Yeah, I mean that's not saying much though. Like
Yeah.
Bo's been good, but look at the drop off between him and Bo.
Oh yeah, oh no, absolutely. You look at 314 down to a 286 and average on base percentage, 344 to a 343. Slugging 488 down to 441. It's a huge drop off there. OPS 831 down to 784. There's
Bro, if you just look at WRC plus, Vlad Guerrero Jr. is, let's find him. Hold on, I gotta really find him. Vlad Guerrero Jr. 60th in WRC plus.
Mm-hmm.
Like that can't happen, dude. Guys that have a higher WRC plus than Vlad Guerrero Jr. Austin Hayes, Lane Thomas, Cal Raleigh, Spencer Steer, William Contreras, Ryan Mountcastle, dude. Ryan Mountcastle missed half the year with vertigo, dude. Couldn't even see the fucking ball. He has a higher WRC plus. Jake Berger, Ozzy Albies, Brandon Nimmo, dude, having a down year too, and he's still a better hitter.
Yep.
Tristan Cassis, rookie. I mean, dude, like Francisco Lindor has a better WRC plus, and the dude's hitting 255, and he strikes out fucking 21% of the time.
Yep.
Like, bro, this Brent Rooker has been better than Vlad Guerrero Jr. this year.
Damn.
Like, dude, this is a generational talent we're talking about, that we're supposed to be talking about. And for Toronto to be good, dude, they need him, bro. And like they improved their bullpen, you know what I mean? And obviously we didn't expect Manoah to just fucking fall off a fucking cliff this year, and that's a huge loss for them. But this team shouldn't be 2.5 back, and they're still in it, bro. They're still in it. And if Texas continues to fall, that's beneficial for them.
Yeah.
Somehow the Rays have everybody on the fucking IL and they still fucking continue to win, dude.
They're still winning.
I don't understand how the fuck this is happening.
Yeah. And again, who knows how long this Wandor saga goes on. It's all.
I think he's done for at least. I think he's done for at least a year.
Yeah, I don't think he comes back this year.
Yeah, it's all a waiting game. How long is this investigation gonna go?
I think that's the thing, is it probably won't go past the they'll probably go past the whatchamacallit,
End of the season.
Let's move over to the NL. So obviously Atlanta, the Dodgers, they're locked in 1-2. Milwaukee, winners of 8 straight. Incredible run they're on. They have a big series coming up against the fucking Cubs here.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Giants have shit the bed.
The Giants are on the outside looking in. Cincinnati is also on the outside looking in. Miami is just absolutely fucking spiraling out of control, dude.
Yeah.
And then Washington is, the Nationals only 8 back, dude. They're up there, dude. They're making a run.
Ben,
do you think the Giants do you think they can get back in this?
I mean, yes, only because we saw where Arizona was 2 weeks ago, and they can very much go down, that path again. Giants have had a really tough 2 weeks, and I think
They've had a
their
tough
schedule
4 weeks, Ben.
their schedule lightens up after this, so there's a shot. I just don't think it's gonna do them any good, even if they get a wild card spot. It's just what good is that?
Shout out to the homie Richie, dude. If they continue to trot out Tyro Estrada in the 2-hole, bro, they're fucked. I don't know, man. This team is just it's so hard. They're hard to get a grasp on, Ben, because it's like, they win that last game against Atlanta last week, right? And it's like, okay, they're gonna get things rolling again, and then they fucking get steamrolled by the fucking Phillies for 2 games, and then they win the 3rd game against Michael Lorenzen, in a game where the Phillies battle back and tie the game, and then the Giants put up 4 runs on Craig Kimbrell in the 10th. They win that game, and you're like, okay, we got some positive momentum going forward.
Then they go in it,
and then they have Logan Webb on the mound on Friday night, and they just get steamrolled by the fucking Braves, and then they get
run support again.
Yep, only get 1 run. Yep. And then they lose on Saturday. And then today they bounce back again. They look good, dude. They went 6-3 and they battled adversity. They
8-5 today.
8-5, sorry. 8-5. They battled adversity, like Bailey made a couple big mistakes in the top of the 5th. But he came back and hit a 3-run RBI double in the bottom of the 5th, which was absolutely huge. They win this game and it's like, okay, now we're back on the winning side. Now we got momentum again. But how, I don't know if it's going to last, dude. Like, they got a big series coming up against the Reds. And the Reds are kind of reeling, and the Reds can't beat good teams, dude. Like, they do not beat good teams.
Yep. You've got the Red series, then you go into San Diego. And if you can win that series or even split that series, I'm happy. If you can win the Cincinnati series, then you got the Chicago series, which at this point, I'd say is a complete crapshoot on who goes 2-1 in that series. It's probably lean Chicago. But then you have the following week you have 7 against Colorado and 3 against Cleveland.
Colorado's playing some good ball right now. They just have no bullpen, dude.
Yeah, that's that could jumpstart them for the final week and a half of the season, which you have 2 against Arizona, 7 against LA, and then 3 more against San Diego.
Yep. 7 against LA, your Giants.
Yep.
Yeah, but the Giants do play LA tough every time they fucking play them.
Yeah, and you got to think that last series, the Dodgers are going to be sitting people because.
Nah, they're not.
There's nothing to play for.
They're not going to rest nobody. They don't do it. Bro, Freddie Freeman's about to play 161 games, dude.
No.
Like,
I mean, they just went through a really tough schedule where they had Texas, Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Philly, Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, they had a fucking gauntlet, dude.
Yeah. But again, that's what you're going to see in the playoffs. And
well, the thing with the Giants, though, Ben, is like their pitching holds up. Like, they pitch with the best of them because their bullpen is so fucking good.
I mean, they're one of those, like, if they pitch well, that they can't hit. And if it gets into a game where, both teams are letting up runs, then they can hit.
Yeah.
And I mean, pretty much all of these teams in the NL can run with the best of them offensively. So, I mean, I don't think even if they get a wild card, maybe they get past that wild card series. But
the one thing that benefits the Giants, though, is that they can pitch. Right? Like, if I'm Arizona, they have Zach Gallen, but like Logan Webb is just as good as Zach Gallen.
Yeah.
Logan Webb hasn't been as good.
2 and 3 going to be? You're going to have Cobb and then
Nah, I wouldn't even pitch Cobb, but Dude, they throw those bullpen games, dog. They work, dude. I don't know how it works, dude. It works. They pitch a bullpen game 3 out of 5 days, dude, and it works.
Yeah.
Like, pitching isn't the reason why the Giants have been losing. They've been losing because they're dead last in hitting since the All-Star break.
Yep.
That's why they've been losing. They just can't get hits. They can't get timely hits. So they got to figure that shit out.
Yeah. When they get 6 runs, they let 8 go. When they get 5 runs, they let 6 go. Like, it's just.
But they barely. No, when they get 3 runs, they let up 8.
Well, yeah, no, but I'm saying when the Giants do put up runs, like
they win
in a normal
like
game.
Look at today, dude. Look.
Yeah, no.
If you go back and look at the games where they score 5 or more, I bet they win all of those games. Against the Phillies on Wednesday, they put up like 8 or 9 runs. They win. Tonight they put up 8.
6-5. They lost 6-5 to Atlanta. They lost 7-5 to the Angels. They lost 8-6 to the A's. They lost.
Well, the A's are a monster right now. Shout out Zach Geloff. Virginia, if AK's still listening, wahoo.
There's plenty of games where they've scored a lot of runs and then have let go.
Again, when they score more than 5, they win.
Lost 2 to Detroit. Lost to the Dodgers.
Detroit's hot.
Lost to San Diego. 16.
I think the best thing for them, though, Ben, is that they face San Diego now, and I think that San Diego team is absolutely fucking checked out.
Oh, yeah, they're done for. Yeah.
There's zero chance I would back the Padres for the rest of the year.
There's definitely a chance that they can make the playoffs, but I don't know if that's good for them.
Why? They're only a game and a half out. Why wouldn't it be good for them?
Yeah, because they can drop, 6-7 picks?
Doesn't matter, dude. Fucking drafting in baseball, bro. You can find studs in like the 14th round, dude.
That's true. They're not going to get the top 3, so.
Yeah, they have no fucking chance. Phillies, I think they're definitely locked in now. I think last time we talked about this, I think we all had Atlanta, the Dodgers, and then we were kind of all mixed up after that. Obviously, the LA and Atlanta are definitely locked in. Aside from those, who do you guys think is going to make the playoffs? Obviously, now Milwaukee's probably definitely making the playoffs. Yep. It would take a monumental collapse. Philly definitely probably making the playoffs. And then it's really just those last 2 wild card spots that are up for between the Cubs, Diamondbacks, Giants, and Reds. I think the Reds are kind of done, though, dude. I think they've had a tough stretch too, where they face a lot of good teams, and all the teams over 500 they've lost a series to. The only series they've won in that time span is the fucking Angels, who were reeling.
Yeah.
So I think Cincinnati's time's coming, dude. I think they're gonna be a good team next year, but I definitely think that they are they're done for the year. So really, I'm just looking at San Francisco, Arizona, Chicago, Miami. They just they're absolutely fucking cooked, dude. Like, that team sucks.
Yeah.
They got decent starting pitching. I think it's
Arizona, San Francisco, and Chicago that are those question marks.
And I mean, the Giants have a legit shot. How many games they got left against the Diamondbacks, Ben?
2.
That's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. It'll be interesting.
You've got 7 against Colorado. You've got 6 against San Diego.
Yeah, that's huge. The Cubs have a huge series starting tomorrow against the fucking Brewers, which could really fucking determine the NL Central at least.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if the Cubs can take 2 of 3, or if they can win 3, there's a good chance they win that division. I think the Cubs are a better team than the Brewers, but we'll find out here this week for sure.
See. Arizona has. Sorry, pulling their schedule up right now.
They got the Dodgers tomorrow and Tuesday. I know that.
And they got the Dodgers, then Baltimore.
Oof.
Yep. 3 against Colorado. Then they go 4 to Chicago, 4 Mets, 3 Chicago, then the Yankees, and then the White Sox. So those 7 games.
Do they play
Arizona
Baltimore
and
in Baltimore?
No, at home.
At home, okay.
Those 7 games, if one of those teams, either Chicago or Arizona, takes off and wins that 6-1, that could take the other team out of the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to come down.
And then Arizona ends 3 games versus Houston.
Another thing AK and I talked about on Friday was some MLB futures to win the World Series, and I placed the Twins plus 30-1, so plus 3,000 to win the World Series a couple of weeks ago. And the reason why I did it is because they have 2 of the best starters in the American League in Sonny Gray and Pablo Lopez, right? And they're starting to hit, right? Another team that we were talking about is the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah. Seattle's looking really good.
Really fucking good.
Going back to that hold on before we move forward, going back to the Cubs schedule. This is going to be tough for them. They've got 6 against Milwaukee. They've got
but those games against Milwaukee can flip that whole division, dude.
Yeah. You've got 3 against Atlanta. You've got the 7 against Arizona, and then you got 6 against Colorado and 3 against Pittsburgh.
Oh man, I like that Cubs team, bro.
Yeah, but I think
it's a good squad.
If Arizona wins those series, they take that 5-2, 3-1, or sorry, 6-1. That could knock Chicago out.
Man, my only concern about Arizona is their pitching, dude. Like, they just don't have good pitching, and like
outside of Zach Gallen and Merle Kelly.
Yeah, they're 8-2 in their last 10, but I mean, like, they play some bad teams, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, they caught a good break in the schedule to turn things around, and now they're gonna have a little bit tougher of a schedule, and I don't know. We'll find out. And Gallen hasn't been good on the road either this year. You know what I mean? Like, he's really struggled on the road, so we'll see how that breaks out. But man, looking forward to the playoffs, man. I definitely think this is I think the playoff race is more wide open, or I think the playoffs are more wide open than people think. Everyone thinks that either the Braves or Dodgers are going to win the World Series. I just don't believe it. I would take the Dodgers over the Braves, to be honest, in a series. I just think the Braves, like, their offense is arguably, I mean, they're on a historic pace, dude. They might be the best offense in baseball this year. However, their pitching just concerns me, dude. Like, they're throwing out like Schuster tonight, dude. Like, bro, you can't be doing that in a playoff series, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I feel it.
You know, and the Dodgers, you know, Mookie and Freddie Freeman, dude, like the top 2 of that lineup, just insanity, bro. Like, I feel like both those guys are on base every fucking game.
Hopefully we gas Shohei to that next year. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, but he's not gonna pitch. They need more starters, dude.
I know. That's why you got the young guys gonna be pitching more next year.
Man, that's my biggest concern about the Mariners too, is like Bryce Miller, Brian Wu, like, dude, these guys are hitting career innings, dude. But the Mariners definitely, when you can throw Castillo, fucking Gilbert, and George Kirby in a fucking series, dude, like, you definitely have the best starting pitching. I think only the Minnesota Twins can really rival that with Gray and Pablo Lopez. In Baltimore, I mean, Kyle Bradish has looked really fucking good, and Grayson Rodriguez, again, like, we don't know, like, he's approaching career innings too, so that's a little concerning. And Felix Bautista going down, the UCL injury, he's probably done for the year. Huge fucking blow, dude, because he's the best reliever in baseball, best closer in baseball. It's not even fucking close. So losing that is just devastating, dude. Absolutely fucking devastating. And you could hear it on Friday night, dude. When he left the game, dude, the whole stadium just went fucking silent, bro. Like, it's just, my thoughts are out there for Felix.
So Yennier Cano is probably gonna be the closer now.
But this is the thing, dude. Is like, and I talked with AK about this. You know, Yennier Cano is not a strikeout pitcher, bro. He's a ground ball pitcher.
Yeah, he's a ground ball pitcher.
And for closers, you want strikeout guys because it's high leverage. You don't want dudes on base. So honestly, they'll probably go by committee, but there's two things I think can happen. One, Tyler Wells is about to get called back up. They're probably gonna move him into the bullpen, right? Tyler Wells, electric starter, but he's probably a better reliever than he is a starter because the fact that he's 6'7", similar to Felix Bautista, and he's never been durable as a starter, dude. So you move him into that closer role, I think he could be electric there. Problem is he's never done it. You know what I mean? So
John Means is coming up too.
John Means is coming back, but they'll probably throw him in as a starter. They called DL Hall up. DL Hall looked really fucking good in his inning of relief the other night. And then obviously Fujinami, I mean, he has electric stuff, dude. It's just about whether he can command it.
He might be the closer then because he's a strikeout guy for sure.
Yep. That's who I would be pegging, either him or Tyler Wells, depending on what they do with that situation. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I think losing Felix is fucking huge, though, dude. Like, that is a massive fucking loss, dude. Bad. That's not just, like, you know, it's all fun and games to say, like, okay, next man up mentality. But, dude, when you lose a guy that strikes out 50% of the batters he faces, like, that's just production that is almost impossible to replace, dude.
Yeah, it's unmatched.
And look at the Mets this year, dude. Big part of their issue is they lost Diaz. And they couldn't replace it. They couldn't refill the role. And obviously the Orioles have better relievers than the Mets. So I definitely think their chances of doing it are better. But still, like, that type of production is just, it's tough, man. It's tough to lose. So, all right, let's get our top 10. Let's make a top 10 power rankings list heading into the stretch run. Because we got to talk some NFL too. So, let's start with number 10. Who do we think is the 10th best team heading into the final month of the season? I'm going Phillies.
Yeah, I could say. Yeah, they've been hot. Yeah, I like what they're building.
They have a good bullpen. Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola both have looked really good in their last several starts. And the offense is starting to come around. Bryce Harper is fucking raking in the month of August. And if he gets hot...
I wouldn't argue against that. Give me the Phillies.
Benjamin?
I think for number 10, I have to
tell us
go
some
the
bullshit ass
Chicago Cubs.
Okay, I got the Cubs number 9.
Yeah.
I have the Phillies at number 9. That's where I'm going.
I think the Cubs are better than the Phillies, personally. I think that they have a better starting rotation, like front to back. And obviously Marcus Stroman hasn't pitched in a while, but he's coming back, which is huge for them.
I don't think the Cubs' starting rotation is anything all that great.
Bro, they also have a better run differential.
Yeah, you got Steele, you got Stroman.
Steele's better than any pitcher on the Phillies this year.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean their whole overall pitching is better.
Also, Adbert Alzolay, I think, is a better reliever than fucking Craig Kimbrell. Kimbrell's been struggling. The one thing I will say about the Phillies is that if Trey Turner's playing to what he could play, I think they're a better team, but he hasn't, which I think overall brings the Phillies down. And also JT Realmuto having a down year as well.
Yeah, he's having a terrible year.
I think that kind of brings him down a little bit. I think the Phillies lineup is so much better, like from top to bottom. You know, you're giving me Cody Bellinger, who's fucking raking, dude. He's been probably a better hitter than anybody in the Phillies lineup. Christopher Morel, Dansby Swanson's been good. I think and they added Candelario at the deadline. I just think the Cubs are a better team, dude.
Okay, I don't.
All right, so
I think the Phillies have a better overall pitching situation. I'd say they're pretty much dead even in batting. So,
but the Cubs have a better starter ERA than the fucking Phillies do. No, they don't. They're a little bit behind. They have a better relief ERA than the Phillies do. No, they don't. They're behind in there too. I mean, it's fucking close, dude. I lean the Cubs. I just think their lineup is better. But I have no complaints. I think 9 and 10. Like you have them. You have the Cubs 10. I have them 9.
Yep.
So we basically have them in the same fucking position.
Same area.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, number 8. Who do you have?
Texas.
I don't even have Texas top 10. Ben, who do you have number 8?
I think I gotta have them at 8. No, I'll go Twins.
That's who I have number 8. I have the Twins.
I'll go Twins.
I got the Twinkies number 8. Twinkies number 8. Number 7. I got the Astros.
Okay, I was gonna go. I had the little flip flop between the Astros and the Milwaukee at 6 and 7. So.
Yep. See, that's the same thing. I've got Houston just above Milwaukee there.
Damn, I got the Brewers a lot higher than both of you.
Huh.
Mm.
So let me run down my top 10 real quick, and then we'll go through our others. So I got Phillies number 10, Cubs number 9, Twins number 8, Astros number 7, Rays number 6, Brewers number 5, Mariners number 4, Orioles number 3, Dodgers number 2, Braves number 1.
Okay, so yeah, mine's just a little different. I've got, so what is it? Chicago 10, Philly 9. I have Twins 8.
Mm-hmm.
I have Milwaukee 7.
Okay.
I have Houston 6.
Yep.
I have Tampa Bay 5.
Okay.
Seattle 4.
Okay.
Baltimore 3. Braves 2. Dodgers 1.
Ah, interesting. Dodgers 1, Braves 2.
Yep.
Or what's yours?
I had Phillies 10, Cubs 9, Rangers 8, Brewers 7, Houston 6. I got the Rays 5, Mariners 4, Baltimore 3, Dodgers 2, Braves number 1.
So our top 3 is all the same, just in different orders.
Yep.
Our top 4 is the same, I should say.
Batista, or top 5 are. If Batista is there, do you put them at 2?
No, I definitely think the Dodgers and Braves. My issue with the Orioles is their lineup is just fucking
Unpredictable.
Yeah, it's inconsistent at times. And their pitching's been consistent, which is fucking crazy to say, considering most people would say they don't have an ace, even though Kyle Bradish is him.
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, I think in it goes for the same thing. Like I think Baltimore's had very consistent pitching in both starters and relievers, whereas like the Dodgers have had very inconsistent starting pitching, but they've had good relief pitching in the last couple of months. But they have such good a lineup because of their two hitters. Atlanta, good bullpen, shitty starters, great fucking lineup. That's what separates those three. And then the Mariners, great fucking starting rotation, good bullpen, not great, but their lineup all of a sudden is fucking turned into
Murderers Row Yankees.
Yeah, like
the Jim Crow Yankees. My bad.
Yeah,
I got a new name for them.
They turned into the fucking what is that, like the 68 Yankees or whatever?
The 27, the Jim Crow Yankees.
Yeah, they're just fucking. They're raking everything, dude. Julio Rodriguez all of a sudden fucking.
Yeah.
Bro's hitting like 900 in the last month, dude.
Yeah, bro's the right-handed. He's a right-handed King Griffey right now. King Griffey had that crazy month.
Oakland A's versus the top or the next lowest run differential. You saw that 302 compared to 181.
The A's suck. The A's are terrible.
But I think the A's will be better next year for sure.
You can't be worse than 38 and 93.
Yeah, there's no chance. All right, let's talk some football before we get out of here. All right, so let's first talk about Trey Lance. So Trey Lance gets traded to the Cowboys for a 4th-round pick. He lost his backup spot to future NFL MVP Sam Darnold. Ben, as a Niner fan, what's your thoughts of the whole Trey Lance situation and how kind of everything went down and where did it all go wrong?
I mean, it's an absolute joke to see what Miami got with those 3 first-round picks that the Niners traded for him. I definitely had higher hopes for Trey. I think it really is just Purdy taking advantage of the situation that he was placed in last year and absolutely running with it. And you got to see what a quarterback can do. I'm still worried about Purdy. He got very lucky last year in a lot of his passes that should have been picked off that were either dropped or somehow found a way through. So I'm a little hesitant to say Purdy is going to be your number one, especially coming back from that injury. Who knows? He gets hit again. He's back down.
Right.
I think the Niners picking up Darnold was a huge pickup to be their backup and eventual starter. We saw what he did at USC, and now that he has a strong offensive line, that's something that he and major weapons. That's something that he's never had before, and could turn his career completely upside down from where it was. So, I mean, I think Lance just got pushed down the rung. I think COVID really kind of screwed him for that second year of playing in college.
Yeah, but what is playing in college? He got drafted number 3, bro. What does that got to do with it?
Well, yeah, but no, if he did play...
No, remember he sat out the COVID year, then got drafted number 3.
I know, but I'm saying, what does the COVID year have to do with anything if he still got drafted number 3?
No, but if he did play, then he probably wouldn't have gotten drafted number 3. So, I think...
that would Ben is basically saying he got drafted off his freshman year, basically.
Yeah. And even then, he only played, 3 games that year?
Yeah, I think 4. Yeah, 3 or 4 games, 5 games, some shit like that.
So I think it was a major gamble by the Niners that didn't pan out. I mean, it's going to go down as one of the worst draft picks, I think, ever, because of what they gave up and what Miami was able to do with those 3 picks. I mean, you've got, what was it? They got Chuba. Was it Chuba Hubbard? No. The
Bradley Chubb,
Bradley
Tyreek
Chubb.
Hill.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill, and then
damn, I gotta look it up and see again. But I know
who else came out from that?
Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, Waddle. Yeah. So, I mean, if you put that on the Niners, that's, I mean,
damn.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's
not necessarily what the Niners needed though. But
I think it's a lot to unpack with the Trey Lance situation. Like, you know, first of all, I think Kyle Shanahan never wanted Trey Lance. I think he was enamored with what Trey Lance could be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, you know, the front office was like, we need a more dynamic quarterback because they were seeing the direction of the NFL and kind of what was going on. And then, you know, Jimmy obviously had his limitations, but it's like we saw right away, dude, like the locker room backed Jimmy way more than they backed Trey Lance. And I think that was the biggest problem. Like Trey Lance never won the locker room over.
Yeah.
And I think that was the biggest thing. And then aside from that, like, I do think that they kind of overreacted in taking him and kind of reached. And, you know, they made a gamble and it didn't pay off. And it's probably a good thing that they, like, realize it now and are moving off rather than fucking trying to, you know, fix something that isn't broken. And a big part of why that happened is probably because Purdy stepped in and won 6 games in a row. You know what I mean? So they're like,
yep.
You know, Shanahan likes his type of quarterback, dude. Like, he likes guys that make quick decisions that, you know, not necessarily have to be able to run and whatnot. And so I don't think Trey Lance was ever given a fair shake, but I also think he was put into a shitty situation, dude. He was put into a situation where a team trades a ton for you, and you know, you're supposed to be the guy that's supposed to take him over the hump. You know, Jimmy G obviously got him to conference championships, so they're relying on you to be the guy to take him to win Super Bowls, and that's a lot of fucking pressure, dude. It's a lot of pressure for a kid that only played like 5 or 6 college football games. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just it's a shitty overall situation, and you know, I hope Trey Lance figures it out. You know, now he's gonna be backing up Dak Prescott and stuff, but we'll see what happens. But you
Dak seems pretty. Dak ain't too happy about that move either.
Yeah, but I mean,
Dak's
like,
also made of glass too, so
Dak struggled too. You know, he struggled last year.
I think he only has this year's left for his guaranteed money, or next year. I think he only got.
Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 years.
Huh?
He has 1 or 2 years.
Yeah. So, you know, Jerry Jones don't mind cutting players to save himself some money.
Yeah, especially for a 4th round pick.
I mean, Trey Lance has a talent, dude. Like, he's got the fucking arm. He's athletic. It's just whether he could figure it out and put it all together, dude. That's the thing. And you know,
he didn't look bad in preseason, to be honest.
Yeah, he also didn't look great.
Yeah, but they had him running with the 2nd and 3rd stringers too. So
yeah, and I also think part of the reason why Shanahan was willing to move on is because Darnold and Brock Purdy are more like each other than Trey Lance. So like Trey Lance, you kind of gotta like alter the playbook to his strengths, and it just makes it a lot easier with those two. I will say this though. Sam Darnold will be the starting quarterback of the Niners by the end of the season. I'm telling you guys that right now. I'm very confident in it.
Cool beans.
And he's going to win MVP.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know about that, but he could. He could.
This motherfucker, he going to win MVP.
All right, so I want y'all to give me a team that's going to surprise you, and give me a team, or give the people a team that's going to surprise them, and give them a team that is going to disappoint them.
The team that's going to surprise this NFL season, I would strongly lean, if I had to choose, the Atlanta Hawks. But they have to stay healthy. That'll be their biggest determinant.
I feel like that's a big thing for a lot of NFL teams, though.
No, but I'm just saying they don't have, like, their depth is like a huge drop off from their starters. So I think if they could stay healthy, they could definitely surprise some teams and challenge for that division. And the team that's going to disappoint, It sucks to say it, man, but I think it's gonna be the Buffalo Bills.
Interesting. Why?
Because they got a lot of friction going on right now in that locker room. Stephon Diggs has requested a trade. They lost some key pieces on that O line, and if that defense doesn't stay healthy, it could be a repeat of last year, having to outscore everybody and putting too much on Josh Allen's shoulders. For him to be, he had to basically play perfect football for them to be a major contender. So I like what they added on defense, but if they do trade Stephon Diggs, that offense takes a huge step back.
I love the addition of Dalton Kincaid, though.
I love it too, but at the end of the day, it's a lot easier to contain a tight end than it is a number one wide receiver in the game of football.
Oh, I love Gabe Davis, so.
Yeah, Gabe Davis is nice, but I think there's got a lot going on right now, man. And when you have locker room issues like that, it definitely takes away from the game.
We lost Benjamin. He was frozen for a minute, so I'm not even shocked that we lost him. But damn. So my biggest disappointment with my biggest disappointment is in the AFC East as well. Irv, I think that my biggest disappointment is gonna be the Jets.
I can see that happening too.
I think Aaron Rodgers is, I'm not going to say he's washed, but he's definitely not the Aaron Rodgers that he once was. And I think we saw that last year. People are trying to place a ton of fucking blame as to why. We got Ben coming back here after he froze for fucking 30 minutes.
Yep. I'm back. For some reason, my video is not working, so Zoom is wickedy whack.
Wickedy wickedy whack.
Wickedy whack.
All right. Well, anyways, we were talking about our disappointments and our teams that were surprised. So I have the Jets as my team that'll disappoint. Irv has the Bills, and then my team that's going to surprise is the Packers. I think the Packers are going to win the North. I already bet them plus 450 to win the division. I think that this is a good football team. I think it's the best team top to bottom in the conference. The only question mark is Jordan Love, and I think Jordan Love is a lot better than people think that he is. I think he's going to be a lot better. Saw what he did in one drive against the Eagles last year. But it's really the only time that he really got a lot of game reps, dude, other than that Chiefs game his rookie year where he looked like fucking shit. But again, that was his rookie fucking season, dude. So I like the Packers, dude. I think they're going to surprise a lot of fucking people. I think they're really going to surprise, and I like the Jets to disappoint. I think the Jets are going to suck, dude. I see this Jets thing imploding, Irv.
I think it's going to implode. Defense is too good, and they added a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Hall of Fame quarterback's washed, dude. Just like the quarterback of your team.
I wouldn't say he's washed.
He's not washed, but he's not what he once was. He's not what he made him special.
What quarterback at 38 can you say he's not?
But that's the thing is, like, guys like Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson, what made them special was, like, off-script plays, dude. And, like, now they can't do it. And so now it's, you know, they're not as good as they once were, dude. And it sucks to say that because they were both they're both Hall of Famers. Both hella good in their prime. Another hot take here. Dude, the Broncos signed Jarrett Stidham to a huge backup deal for a reason. I don't even think Russell Wilson will finish the season as a Broncos quarterback.
Irv's dying right now.
Nah, he's not. He knows it's true too.
No, it could happen.
There's a reason why you sign a backup quarterback to that kind of money.
Sean Payton isn't loyal to Russell Wilson, and he's known for playing the best guy available. So, and we even saw that when Drew Brees got to the end of his rope. He was trying to do his best to just replace Drew Brees. So, if Russell doesn't play because he's not up to snuff, then hey, I'm not gonna fucking ride. I'll ride with Jared Stidham because he's gonna be my quarterback, but I don't think he's gonna be shit. I call him Stiff Ham for a reason. So
he looked good last year though.
So we gotta depend on Stidham instead of Russell Wilson. Shit, we might as well tank for Caleb.
No, that's not happening.
We got that Walmart money.
That's not happening. He's going to Arizona. Ben, give me a team that's gonna surprise and give me a team that's gonna disappoint this year.
All right, I'll go surprise. I'm gonna go with the Washington Commanders.
I'm with it. I know AK's with it.
I think that's going to be a team that can very well, could fight for that division as long as that defense plays strong. And, it looks like they've got a legitimate quarterback now. So, I can see a surprise and a disappointment in that same division and say that the Eagles get third in that division after coming off their Super Bowl high. I could see them even being behind Dallas as well as Washington. So I think that division is very questionable. Another low. I'm going to go with the Cincinnati Bengals because if Burrow is, majorly injured.
But that's not a disappointment. If Burrow's not playing, it's obvious.
Yeah, but I think it could be a disappointment for the Bengals because you have Burrow who, one, hasn't gotten any reps in the preseason, which means that he could start, that if he does play week 1 against Cleveland, that's going to be a difficult matchup there. Then you got the Ravens. If he gets injured in, one of the first, after week 2, though, they have the Rams, Titans, and Cardinals. So that's an easy 3 weeks right there. But an injury can completely take down, that team.
Irv, what was your surprise team real quick?
Falcons.
Oh yeah, Falcons. That was right.
That's going to be an interesting division.
Yeah, I think you could. I like the Falcons to win that division, to be honest.
Yeah.
The NFC South. Bengals. Ben is your team that will disappoint. Irv got the Bills.
I'm going to go Eagles. That's my team that will disappoint.
Eagles.
Yeah. They could be third in that division.
Damn. Ben got some fucking hot. He came in with some hot takes, dude. Eagles finished.
I think Dallas and I think Washington can take them. You're gonna have teams playing the hardest against them this year.
Yeah, they got the harder schedule. That team has a lot of depth though, and that's the.
Oh no, them getting Jalen Carter though, man.
Yeah, they got a lot of depth, dude. That's the thing.
And then Sidney Brown, he looked like a damn near all-pro safety in the preseason. So
yeah, that team's got a lot of depth, dude.
Second and third round QBs.
Nah, he went up against starters for the majority of snaps.
Eagles got a lot of depth, I think, but I agree with Ben, dude. If Sam Howell is what he can be, I think that is a very interesting team. But the defense has to bounce back, dude.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the D-line got to stay healthy because if they're not healthy, then they're not the same team.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I 100% agree, but I think the Giants finished dead last in the NFC East. I think they're the worst team.
Sam Howell's nice. I was watching some old highlights. He's not as athletic, but he kind of reminds me of Donovan McNabb.
He's got a pretty fucking long ball, dude.
I know that's what I'm saying. McNabb deep ball was amazing.
Yep. I like the comment. And honestly, it wouldn't shock me if fucking Ron Rivera gets fired in week 4 and then fucking
that team would be so much better if he wasn't the head coach.
That's what I'm saying, dude. And then there's a reason why he was trying to throw fucking Bieniemy under the bus and shit, dude. Because Bieniemy is there's a reason why Bieniemy's there, dude. Bieniemy's there because he's the heir apparent, right? He's gonna be the next head coach, and I do think that losing Dan Snyder is huge for the commies as well. That was the worst owner in pro sports. You get him off your back, and
it just keeps a blanket and a cloud over that whole.
You sure he's the worst owner?
Yeah, in all the sports, dude. Who's worse?
Arte Moreno.
Nah. Moreno's not worse than fucking Snyder, bro.
Moreno's just an idiot. Snyder was fucking sleazebag.
Yeah, Snyder's a piece of shit, dog.
Yeah, he's like Donald Sterling level. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, fuck that motherfucker. Yeah, man, I'm excited for football, dude. Giants, just for full transparency, the only futures I've played this year in NFL, Packers to win the NFC North plus 450, and Giants, New York Giants under 5.5. I also like their all under, or I think it was under 6.5, and they're all under 4.5. I think the Giants are gonna be dog shit, dude. I really do. I think they had a lot of things break their way last year. Darren Waller, we know, can't stay healthy. Daniel Jones.
So you think the Vikings gonna be dog shit too?
This is the thing, dude. Is like I think that the Lions are so overvalued, Irv, that I think there's no value left on the Lions, which in turn kind of opens up the NFC North, which is why I like the Packers, right? Because the Packers still are. If you look at the depth chart, Packers have the best talent in that division, top to bottom.
Yeah, but they love losing to Darius Smith is not a good look,
bro. But they still have the two best corners in the in the division.
Yeah, but they still need a pass rush though. Rashawn Gary is looking like all of a bust. So.
And Patrick Queen looks good, or whatever. Or not Patrick Queen, the dude from fucking Georgia. What's his name? The linebacker they drafted.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I just can't think of his name.
Dude, he looked good.
But he's in the middle linebacker though. He's not the outside linebacker.
Dog, that team looks. Telling you right now, dog, that team is gonna be good. The Bears are way overvalued, dude. Justin Fields completed one pass beyond the line of scrimmage this preseason, dude. One pass.
Yeah, I don't think they.
Oh, there he goes.
It was super vanilla, but
dude, Justin Fields is not. He's not him. The Bears are not good. They still have they were one of the worst defenses in the history of the NFL last year, and people think that they're gonna just automatically be better this year. I'm sorry, dude. That team.
Quay
Walker, that's who it is. The Bears are not as good, so I think by default the Vikings just are. I think they're gonna walk into like 9 wins because I don't think the Lions are gonna be as good, and I think the Bears are gonna be the worst team in the fucking division. That team sucks. So there's that. And then you hired a new defensive coordinator in what's his face, Brian Flores, right? And Byron Murphy looks really good as a cornerback, and that was a big concern for them last year. Their defense wasn't good. I don't think the Vikings are gonna be good. There's definitely a regression coming, but I think because their division is so bad that I don't think they're going to be as bad as people anticipate. I think the Packers are going to be better than people think they're going to be, because everybody thinks, oh, they lost Aaron Rodgers, they're just going to fucking fall off a cliff. I don't think that's the case. I think Jordan Love is a very good and capable quarterback. And I think their roster is very fucking talented. And I think the Bears are the worst team in that. I think the Bears might be one of the worst teams in the NFC. I wouldn't even be shocked if the Bears are drafting top 3. I would not.
Top 3?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they're going to be top 3.
You're going to have 2 from the NFC North.
They added too much on defense.
They didn't, though. What did they add on defense?
Tremaine Edmonds, Yannick Ngakoue.
Dude, they added Yannick Ngakoue in August, dude, when nobody else would sign him.
But I'm just saying, though, he's a veteran. He's going to have a good presence.
Doesn't matter.
He's going to help those young guys out. He can.
Bro, that team sucks, dog.
Tremaine Edmonds, I like that pickup. They secondary is nice.
That team ass.
Jalen Johnson, Brisker, Eddie Jackson, Tyler Gordon. Yeah, they got a nice secondary.
Yeah, that's cool.
Offensive line should definitely be improved too.
Nah, that team, they're finishing last in the NFC North, dude. Yeah.
Hopefully Claypool can stay healthy and make some plays.
Team sucks. Not good. And
We'll see.
If Justin Fields can't throw the ball, they're fucked. And he hasn't shown the ability to do so.
He's more than capable of throwing the damn ball. He got weapons this year.
Bro, he completed one pass beyond the line of scrimmage in the preseason. One.
Okay, that's because that's by design. He barely played.
He played 2 games. He played 4 drives, dude.
He played 4 drives in 2 games.
Bro,
that's not.
He attempted 3 passes beyond the line of scrimmage. He only completed 1 of them, okay, dude. So he has a 33% completion.
If
bro,
you watch him, the way
this team sucks, dog. He's not good, dog. Aside from running, he's not good.
Okay, you said that about Jalen Hurts and what happened?
I did. He's not Jalen Hurts, dude. Jalen Hurts improved his passing.
He was a better passer than Jalen Hurts.
Maybe in college. Bro, I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm telling you, dude.
It wasn't even close. It was a better passer in college.
I'll bet you $100 the Packers are a better team than the Bears.
That's not saying much, but you're saying that they're going to be. I bet you $100 they're not picking top 3. They're not going to be that bad.
Could give me the odds. I'll take the Bears under.
I don't even know they're over under, but they're not going to be picking top 3. They added too much on offense and defense.
Doesn't matter. You can add whatever you want, dude. Doesn't always mean that you get better. Bro, the Bears added Yannick. You said, they added Yannick Ngakoue, a guy that fucking got signed in August 1st, dude. You think that's a good signing? Nobody wanted him.
They need
nobody in the league wanted him, dude. Yeah, they signed him, and you're saying, that's a good signing.
Nobody wanted him at the money that he wanted. He took less money and got a deal.
Nobody wanted him at all. That's why he took less money.
No, he's a veteran.
Nobody wanted him, bro. There's a reason why he didn't sign until August, bro.
I'm just saying, I think he could have impact for that team. Because he wasn't bad last year with the Colts, so
team's gonna stink, dog.
That's fine, but I don't think they're gonna be sorry.
I do. I don't think they're gonna be good at all.
If that division is wide open.
Division is wide open, dude. But they're the 4th best team.
They could finish last. They could finish first. They could finish second. They can finish third.
They're definitely the 4th best team in that division.
And last year they played every team in that division tough. Nobody blew them out.
I mean, that's division football, though.
So, and they improved majorly. So, and they got a real number.
Improved what? What did they improve majorly?
They improved their O-line.
Bro, they were one of the worst teams of football last year.
Yeah, like I said, they improved their O-line. They definitely improved their defense. They got a number one wide receiver.
Dude, you can improve a defense that was literally statistically one of the worst in the history of the NFL last year.
Yeah, but still, nowhere to go with up. They went out and made signings, and you got to think
that team sucks.
Jackson and Brisker missed a big part of last year, so them two can stay healthy at safety. That'll make a big difference. Jalen Johnson is nice. Gordon is nice too. So I think that defense will be better this year with Fields, with a number of weapons. I think they're gonna be all right. Upgraded the running back position.
I can't wait for the excuses in the middle of the season.
It's not gonna be any excuses because I don't see how you high on Jordan, so high on Jordan Love.
Jordan Love's a better quarterback than Justin Fields. He's better.
What does he do better than Justin Fields?
Throw the ball beyond the line of scrimmage.
Because of preseason?
No. Everything I've seen from him, from college all the way back, dude.
No,
Justin Fields Justin Fields had all 5-star recruits on the offensive line, wide receivers. Come on, dude. He's throwing the fucking dudes 5 feet wide open, bro. What are we doing here, dog?
Okay, so if you take Justin Fields off Ohio State, you think any quarterback you plug in there can do what he did?
Yeah, they do it all the time, and they don't succeed in the NFL.
So if you take Justin Fields off Ohio State in that national playoff game and put Jordan Love on Ohio State, they still win the game?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Jordan Love's he's more talented, bro. Look what he did with Utah State. Dog. He had way less talent, and he was as good.
No, he
Come
wasn't.
on, dog. What are we doing here, bro? Justin Fields is not good, dog. He's not a good quarterback, bro. Justin Fields runs for 1,200 yards, gets sacked 91 times. Bro has 27 starts and doesn't even have 4,100 passing yards. And everyone's like, oh, dude, he's such an electric athlete. He runs. Yeah, bro, he runs, dude, because he can't fucking throw the ball. He can't read a defense, dude. He's one read and he tucks and he runs, dude. The Bears are not a good team, dude. They fucking suck. They're going to finish last place. I could tell you that right now. That's not a good football team.
On Jordan Love. Got it.
Jordan Love's a good quarterback, bro. Jordan Love has never had the benefits of what Justin Fields has had. Bro, if Jordan Love was on Ohio State and he's able to throw to wide open guys because he has 5-star recruits on his offensive line, he has 5-star recruits at wide receiver, bro, we're talking about a whole different thing. But no, the only thing you've seen of Jordan Love is Utah State. He had a great junior year. He had a down senior year for sure. COVID year. No one takes that into consideration. And he also lost his head coach on top of that. And then he barely even gets any.
A bunch of excuses for him.
Nah, he played at Utah State, bro.
It don't matter. Josh Allen played at fucking Wyoming.
And he sucked. And he wasn't good. But everyone was like, oh, he's got the talent. So did Jordan Love, dude.
Jordan Love is nowhere near the
Yes, he does, dog. Jordan Love has the arm talent of a Patrick Mahomes.
No, the fuck he don't.
Yes, he does, dog.
Yes,
he does, bro. Dude has a fucking cannon, dog.
He does not have he has a fucking above average arm at best. He does not
he has a better arm than Justin Fields. He's more accurate than Justin Fields.
He's more accurate because of what you've seen for preseason. I'm telling you now, if you go back and look at their college tape, I don't give a fuck if they was throwing to me and you. No. Jordan Love is not a better quarterback as a prospect than Justin Fields.
Bro, there's a reason why all the top quarterbacks of top teams never succeed in the NFL, dude. And I can go all the way back to Ken Dorsey at Miami, Matt Leinart at USC. Like, dude, all these guys, they have all the top talent around them. Best offensive line, best wide receivers, best running backs.
Jordan Love don't have that excuse. He's on a team that's already made to compete.
That's why I'm saying that's why I'm saying they're gonna succeed.
For Aaron Rodgers with wide receivers, a good O-line, a good running back.
Bro, that's why he's gonna succeed.
He has no excuses. If you give Jordan Love what Justin Fields had to deal with last year, that motherfucker probably don't even make it through the whole season.
Yeah, right, dude. He had to deal with that at Utah State.
You're comparing college to the NFL.
Yeah, I am, because why do these top program quarterbacks never succeed in the NFL? Because they have everything at the end. Now, hold on, stop interrupting. Because they have everything at the college level. They don't have to deal with adversity. Hold on, you keep interrupting me, dude. Let me finish.
You're looking at draft bus from 15.
Dude, you keep interrupting me. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish. Let me finish what I'm saying. These quarterbacks at top programs don't succeed at the NFL because they have everything. They don't have to deal with adversity. So once they get to the NFL and they have to deal with adversity, they're not used to it. They're not used to playing guys that are the same level of talent as the offense that they're used to playing with. Bro, we can go back. What?
Trevor Lawrence ain't playing with the same amount of skill and talent he had at Clemson. And
bro, Trevor Lawrence is he's a generational quarterback, dude.
And looking like one of the best QBs
okay,
in the league.
So let's go back to where I was saying Ken Dorsey. Why wasn't Ken Dorsey good in the NFL, Irv?
Bro, you can't.
Why wasn't Ken Dorsey good in the NFL, Irv? Why wasn't Ken Dorsey good in the NFL, Irv? Why wasn't answer the fucking question, dude?
On teams that are considered the best ever.
Yes. Answer the question. Why wasn't Ken Dorsey and Matt Leinart good?
So you telling me
okay, why wasn't AJ McCarron good, Irv? Why wasn't AJ McCarron good? Why wasn't AJ McCarron good? Why wasn't AJ McCarron good?
AJ McCarron wasn't that great of a quarterback. He was just on a good team.
Come on, dog. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is these quarterbacks at these high level programs in college, they don't necessarily succeed at the NFL level. It's gone this way forever.
You only throwing out Ken Dorsey.
I'm not throwing out them, dude. You keep interrupting me. I could go back fucking 25 years and name a bazillion quarterbacks, dude.
Who? Name one quarterback that was supposed to be the best thing since sliced bread. Like you threw out Ken Dorsey and Matt Leinart that could just completely
Best things since sliced. That's not true. Because best things since sliced bread. Because the best quarterbacks that were supposed to happen were in my lifetime were Peyton Manning, who succeeded, who didn't have a great team in college. He was the reason why they were good at Tennessee. Andrew Luck, same thing as Stanford. That was not a great team. They were good because of Andrew Luck. They were great because of Andrew Luck. What has Stanford done since or before? What has Stanford done since or before Andrew Luck? What has Stanford done since or before Andrew Luck? What has Stanford done since? What have they done since or before Andrew Luck?
They had John Elway too, and they didn't do shit.
In 1983.
It matters what's around you.
In 1983.
And they had an elite defense.
Dog,
it wasn't
you're only
all Andrew Luck.
They didn't have an elite defense.
Yes, it was. That defense was the shit. It was top 5.
They did not have an elite defense. What the fuck are we talking about, dog? They did not have an elite defense, dude. They got mopped in the fucking in the bowl game.
Yeah, because half the team didn't fucking play. If you go watch Stanford defense, the last 2 years he was at Stanford, it was top 5.
Yeah, because of him. Because of him. They did not have a good team, dog.
How is the defense top 5 because of him?
You can't even name a wide receiver he threw to that year.
It don't matter. They had him. They could have fucking me playing wide receiver.
I can tell you could name. I know you could name 4 wide receivers. Justin Fields threw to at Ohio State though.
Okay, that doesn't mean
I know you could. I know you could name 6 wide receivers. Tua Tagovailoa threw to at Alabama.
Mac Jones had talent. He ain't shit in the NFL. You can't compare it.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point, dude. You're only making my point.
College doesn't mean the QB is gonna necessarily not be good.
You're only making my point. That's what I'm saying, dude. Is like good quarterbacks at good programs don't necessarily translate to good quarterbacks at the NFL level. What I'm saying is good quarterbacks for mediocre or bad programs translate to good quarterbacks at the NFL level.
No, you can't say that because
I can. Josh Allen, Andrew Luck. Let's keep going down the list. Who else we got that's starting in quarter? Sam Howell. Yes, he did, dog. Stanford hasn't been good or bad. They haven't been good before him or since him, dude. They've never been that good.
Under David Shaw. When Harbaugh left, they had.
Bruh, they won, dude. They've never been as good with Andrew Luck since or before Andrew Luck. Exactly, that's my fucking point. That is my point.
Okay, but you can't throw Andrew Luck out there like he just played for a dog shit team.
Dude, they're not good. That team has never, ever been near the same as they were before Andrew Luck or after, dude. What are we doing here? Why are we even talking about this?
Because
are you serious?
Out there like he played for a dog shit team. He
did, dude. He was literally the best player in Stanford history since John Elway, dude. Stanford has never been as good since Andrew Luck or before Andrew Luck. They haven't. You can't even argue that. There's no argument to be made.
It don't matter. You can't say
it don't matter. It don't matter because dude, you're only helping my point here.
You cannot compare a Josh Allen or a fucking Patrick Mahomes to what. Dude,
Patrick Mahomes didn't even win 6 games in college.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he played for a bad team.
Stanford wasn't a dog shit team.
Yes, they were, dude. That's why Andrew Luck was a generational quarterback, dog.
Put all that on Andrew Luck. They had a damn good defense.
They had a average good defense, dude.
No, they didn't have an average defense. If you go look up Stanford's defense the years fucking Andrew Luck was there, it was top 5, top 10 every year. Oregon was averaging fucking 50 points a game. They held them to less than 20.
Yeah, at home.
It don't matter. On the road, at home, nobody.
How many of those guys from Stanford's defense made the NFL?
It don't matter. It was a good defense. All because you don't have to have elite NFL talent to have a good defense.
Love it.
So you saying, all because they come from a great college doesn't mean they're gonna be a great QB.
I'm saying
when you get to NFL, it's your fucking job. You gotta apply yourself. It ain't just,
sure, but why do these quarterbacks at big time programs why do they not pan out?
For the most part, they go to dog shit teams and they gotta rebuild and
they don't deal with adversity. They've never dealt with adversity.
So much time getting fucking beat up when it's time for them to actually enjoy it.
They've never dealt with adversity, dude.
How you can't say they didn't deal with adversity?
These guys at like Alabama's and of the world and Miami's of the world, they don't deal with adversity. Dude. They win 12 games a year. They lose maybe one game a year. What?
I said Miami ain't produced a quarterback since I win. So
I'm talking about Ken Dorsey back in the day. Talking about Matt Leinart back in the day. Like, dude, Matt Leinart back, like, he'll be the first to tell you, bro. Like, he thought he was on top of the world. He came into the NFL and he realized, like, shit, this is fucking crazy. Like, these dudes are all good. The shit
he did outside is not what didn't help anyway. He was fucking partying 24/7.
Doesn't matter, dude. He was partying 24/7 because he thought he was the best in the world. He thought he was best in the world.
Kyler Murray is playing Call of Duty and can't win shit down.
And this shit has gone on for so fucking long.
It's good conversation though, because Irv has no idea what he's talking about.
I got plenty of ideas.
You also just said Love had the same arm as
and that was fucking terrible.
He does, dude. Jordan Love has as good of an arm as Mahomes.
Basic above average arm. There's nothing special about his fucking arm at all.
When the Packers
I've never seen a throw from Justin.
When the Packers dude, because you haven't seen Jordan Love play, dog. He's played like 40 snaps, bro.
Okay, but that has nothing to do with you saying he has a Mahomes type arm.
Bro, you never watch Utah State play football?
I watched Jordan Love play. I was high on him coming out.
Why were you high on him coming out?
Because he knew how to command the offense. He can make the throws. He couldn't make every throw. His deep ball is not great. Yes, he can make every throw. And yes, his deep ball. That is the whole reason why he's good. Needed a lot of work.
So according to Irv, he wasn't good at all, but he watched him and was high on him. But he wasn't good at all.
I'm not saying he
wasn't good at intermediate, short to intermediate. He doesn't have a deep ball. Dude, you just said he was dog shit coming out, and then you were like, I was high on him.
No, I didn't say he was dog.
You said he doesn't have a good short to intermediate, and he doesn't have a long bar. So what does he throw well?
I said he can make the throws. I didn't say he could. He's great.
But you just said he doesn't have a good short to intermediate, and you said he didn't have a good long ball, but you're high on him.
I said he had a good long ball, and his short to intermediate stuff needed a lot of work. And he went to an offense and sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 4 years, so he should have hit the ground running. But for you to say he has a Mahomes type arm, fuck no. It's not even close. He only got a better arm than Justin Fields.
He's got way better arm than Justin Fields, but that's not saying much, dude, because Justin Fields don't throw it beyond the line of scrimmage. Anyways, we're going to find out this year. It's going to be an interesting year. Packers are winning the North. I'm telling you all that right now. I have a lot of conviction on it.
That's fine. When they come out and be dog shit, I'm going to just laugh my ass off.
Yeah, when Justin Fields sucks and everyone's questioning whether he should be a starting quarterback, I'm going to come back to you.
They're both going to suck. Let's be real.
Nah.
That division's dog shit.
Can't wait for this year. All right, let's get some best bets for
Let's go, y'all.
Or this week. What do you guys like?
I got. Let's see what I have. I've got the Mariners over the A's. We're gonna go minus a 1.5 for some value there, because Seattle's sitting at minus 240. Seattle's hot. A's are not. And then I'm gonna go with the. What was it? The Texas Rangers and the New York Mets. We're going to go under a 9. We do have McGill on the hill, but both of these teams are dog shit against right-handed pitchers. And both of these teams are struggling to put up runs. So under 9 in the Texas and Mets game.
Texas struggling. Irv, what do you like?
Tomorrow I like the over for the Aces in the New York Liberty.
What's that at, like 176?
172. The last game went way under, so I'm expecting this game to go over. I like the Giants money line versus they facing the left. They both facing you got two lefties. Fuck that. I'm leaving that game alone. Give me
Giants have actually been better against lefties lately than righties.
Oh, I'm riding with my boy Josiah Gray. Give me the Nationals money line.
What are they at? What plus what?
They are at plus. Damn, what's the name is minus 260. So that means wait, I don't even see a line for the Washington Nationals.
If they're minus 260, they're like plus 180. Who are they playing?
The Blue Jays.
Oh, what the fuck? That's actually good. The Blue Jays are way overvalued there.
Yeah,
all right, I got a. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Give me the Nationals, and honestly, I like the over for the Pirates and the Kansas City Royals tomorrow.
What's that over?
Washington plus 210.
Washington plus 210. Who the fuck's pitching for the Blue Jays?
Gossman.
Okay. All right. So I got a best bet. I got one for Thursday college football. I like Nebraska plus 7.5 against Minnesota. Minnesota's dealt with like a lot of shit going on with PJ Fleck on the offseason and a lot of rumors and shit like that. So I like Nebraska there plus 7.5. I like the Dodgers tomorrow minus 133 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Zach Gallen has a 9+ ERA in his career against at Dodger Stadium. So I like the Dodgers there. Bobby Miller on the mound. And then I also got a little money line parlay for the US Open first round. We're going Kota and Nakashima to win their first round matchups. Money line. Tomorrow.
Nice.
Let's get it. All right, fellas. That was enjoyable. Can't wait for the NFL season. It's gonna be a fun one for sure. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. Follow Irv at Swerving Urban TSP. Follow myself at Jordan Rules TSP. You'll follow the podcast at Taproom_sports. We'll be back Tuesday night, MLB preview and pick show. And we'll be back Wednesday for week 1 college football preview and picks as well. So definitely come hang out with us. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all later. Have a blessed Monday. Let's get this fucking money. For Swerving Urban Washington, for Big Ball and Ben Larson, I'm Jordan Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Lads, we are out.